So the whole digital ID thing that's taken place over in the UK is being rolled out here in America as well. And so here is an update from ABC News. And it involves the Real ID. So if you don't have Real ID, it could only cost you $18 to go through the TSA checkpoints under a new proposed rule. And so if airline passengers do not have their Real ID or their passport on them, they could pay just $18 under a new rule proposed by the Transportation Security Administration. And under the proposed rule, travelers without the required identification will have their identity verified on a new biometric kiosk. So that's some interesting news because now all of a sudden you don't need your passport or your ID card because all you have to do is just look into the camera and it will identify you and authenticate that you are you. Got it. The Federal Real ID Act was passed by Congress back in 2005 in the wake of the 9/11 attacks, and after years of delays, the Department of Homeland Security in May finally began enforcing the Real ID requirement for travelers on domestic flights. Here is how the new system will work. But if a traveler goes to a TSA security checkpoint without a Real ID or passport, TSA plans to use what is referring to as a modernized alternative identity verification program to verify their identity using the individual's biometrics, biographic information, according to the notice. So if you don't have your ID, if you don't have your passport, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and look into the camera and it will verify who you are. Just so you know, it'll verify who you are just off your biometrics. But wait a second, I didn't give my biometrics. Oh, well, don't worry. We already have those. I mean, there's a lot of Americans out there, but let's go ahead and talk about this. The U.S. Border Patrol is monitoring millions of American drivers nationwide in a secretive program to identify and detain people whose travel patterns it deems suspicious. So there is this program, and they're going to stop people that it deems suspicious. It, meaning the program. So the program is telling the humans who to stop. This kind of information, it's not new. You know, the technology always existed, but now they're letting us know that they are rolling it out. And so they're like, hey guys, don't worry about it. This is for your safety. This is all good. It's all good. We're here to help, right? But guys, we are here for such a time as this. And so I want you to remember that. But our mission has never changed as Christians, and we are to tell people about Jesus, share with them the gospel as much as we possibly can. That is the most important thing that we can do right now. And so if you're a laborer, I hope you are currently laboring in the field.